Dogs have a genetic legacy of being hunters and scavengers. This is why they so readily chase and bite moving objects. Part of our responsibility as dog owners is to provide an outlet for this natural behavior. Dogs are also keen scavengers. This is why, whenever they find anything that's the slightest bit edible, they will instantly eat it. If we find this to be bad manners, we need to dog-proof when we're not around, and when we are around, we need to teach them what it is we would like them to do.
One of the best energy burners there is dog-to-dog play. This has the important added benefit of keeping the dog's social skills nicely polished. There is a lot of use it or lose it to dog socialization. Even if you do a good job when they're puppies, social skills will deteriorate with isolation. Dogs who play regularly, especially with a wide variety of other dogs, are at greatly reduced risk for dog-to-dog aggression, lunging on leash, as well as behavior problems in general. It's also fabulous exercise. If you cannot supervise, confine any untrained dog with chew toys, so that when he gets the urge to chew, there is no other choice. This is an X-Pen, a portable folding corral for dogs. You can dog-proof a room and close the dog in with a child-proof gate. Litter the area with interesting chew toys to get good habits going. As chew training progresses, you will gradually increase the dog's freedom. And you can use a crate, provided the dog has been gradually desensitized to being in one. Click on the crate training icon for more information on crate training.
Dogs bark for a variety of reasons. Lassie here is a watchdog barker. When the doorbell rings, she starts barking and can't stop. Archie is a distress vocalizer. When he's left alone, he gets upset and he screams. For Lassie, what we're going to do is teach her to bark and be quiet on command as a trick, and then apply it in the real situation, so she'll have an off switch. For Archie, we're going to gradually get him used to being alone, so when he's left alone for real, he won't feel motivated to bark because he won't be upset anymore. Bark. Let's bark. And quiet. Good, quiet. Good, quiet. Good, good, quiet. That's a very good quiet. Let's see, bark. And quiet. Good, quiet. What a good quiet. Excellent. Nice dog. All right. Take it. Ready? And let's see, bark. Let's see, bark. Let's see, bark. Quiet. Good, quiet. Good off switch. Quiet. Good. The important thing to understand about chewing is that it's a natural, normal dog behavior. Dogs get into chew toys the way you or I get into a good movie or a book. When you're home, you have to actively supervise to time your corrections perfectly. And when you're away, the dog has to be confined so you're not forcing him to make wrong guesses.
Dogs are a social species. They don't naturally cope well with being alone. Distress vocalizing, like Archie is doing here, is a typical reaction to isolation or confinement, as is destructiveness. Crates are valuable tools. They help with house training, chew training, and travel. But you can't just get a crate and throw the dog in, especially if he hasn't been crated since day one. You'll have to gradually get him used to being in one before you can use it.
Good. And down. Good girl. Okay, come here. Very nice. Jessie. Jessie, carpet. Down. Good, carpet. Jessie, carpet. Good girl.
couple of great products have come out which require some problem solving from the dog in order for him to obtain part of his meal ration. This is an activity ball. It has holes in it for you to insert kibble or small treats. The dog rolls it around and is intermittently reinforced by food dropping out. It's fascinating to watch dogs devise different strategies to get the goodies out. It seems to plug into something deep inside them to have to chase something around and work at it in order to get food. This is a Buster Cube, which works on the same principle. See the resources list for information on these products. Chewing is not just a phase that puppies go through, but a normal recreation for dogs of all ages. You obviously cannot be amusing them every second, and they must pass their time somehow. Chewing also keeps the dog's jaws in good condition through isometric exercise. The ideal chew toys are safe, durable, washable, and hollow, so you can create puzzles by stuffing them. I recommend 2 products, Kong toys and hollow marrow bones.
Chew toy stuffing is an art. Anything that's nutritious and that your dog really likes can be put into any kind of hollow chew toy. This is a Kong toy. It's hollow and it's really durable. This is a marrow bone. It's an actual bone that's been sterilized and it's also hollow. This is a small Kong toy for a little dog. I'm going to show you some of the things that you can put into chew toys. Here we have dog cookies. We have some rollover, some cheddar cheese cubes. We have some carrots. We've got some dog kibble. We've got some of last night's leftover tortellini. I've got a couple of big dog cookies. I have some freeze-dried liver, peanut butter, some cream cheese, some Cheerios, and some peanut butter dog cookies. I'm going to start with the Kong toy. First I'll put in some cream cheese. This is going to be my matrix. It'll hold all the little bits together when I put them in. So I put in some of this. In we go. Now, I'm going to put in a couple of these peanut butter cookies. Way at the back, they go in nicely. Then some dog kibble. Just pop those in. And we'll jam a carrot in there. Carrots are really good for dogs. They have beta-carotene. They need antioxidants just like we do. And here's a nice cheddar cheese cube and a piece of rollover. Here we go. And at the very end, I'm going to just jam this big cookie in. I can squeeze the hole, jam the big cookie in, and the dog, right off the bat, gets a little dose of cream cheese and the big cookie to start off with. So it's really interesting as soon as they pick it up. Okay, this one's ready to go. Now I'm going to do the little Kong. The little Kong, I'm going to start off with peanut butter. This will be my glue. It'll hold all my other little bits in. So in this goes. I'll put in some Cheerios, I think. Here we go. This one is slightly more low-cal. Here's the Cheerios. I'll put a little piece of freeze-dried liver. Goes in. And I think I'm going to finish off with this nice tortellini. Dogs really love pasta. It's good for them. All right. Pop this in. And this is ready for my little dog. There we go. Now this marrow bone, I think I'll start with the peanut butter again. I'm going to put some peanut butter at this end to glue in my bits. Also keeps the dog busy for a really long time. Once the bits are gone, the dog will still be kind of working at the insides to get at the rest of the peanut butter. And at the other end, I'm going to put some cream cheese here. This one's going to be really interesting. There we go. And we'll put a carrot at this end with our cream cheese. Put one of these nice bones here, sticking out with our peanut butter. What else can we put? We'll put some liver. Lots of variety. One of our peanut butter cookies. A couple of dog kibbles. If you're going to give a lot of stuffed chew toys, it keeps dogs really busy. You may want to cut your dog's meal ration slightly. And because they're going to be working for part of their food now. Variety is really good for them. And we'll finish off with some rollover. There we go. My dog's really going to have fun unpacking this one.
The ritual should distract the dog from the social interaction, get him out of greeting mode. Good choices of ritual are fetching a toy, doing a trick or obedience command for cookies, and tug.
Thank you, Heidi. Very nice.
It has to be said that it is world-class stupid to leave garbage lying around if you have a dog. Yes, there is the occasional dog who doesn't touch anything, but this gives normal dogs a bad name. Forget the elaborate booby traps and guilt trips. You have an animal in your house. Put the garbage away. On the street, pass the same person over and over, selectively rewarding clean passes. Each one you reward increases the future probability of clean passes. Here's how it looks in a less advanced dog. On the first few passes, we get explosive jumps which we ignore. Because we're passing the same person over and over, the novelty and excitement starts to wear off, and, sooner or later, we get the gold. Rewardable responses, sits and clean passes, which we immediately reward with praise and food treats. These get stronger with each reward, making it less and less likely the dog will jump and more likely the dog will sit or pass cleanly. But we're not done yet. Remember, she's warmed up. To get cold response, you will have to repeat the training session later with a fresh person. The dog will jump initially, but it will take fewer trials to warm her up this time. She's learning the game. After a few such sessions, the dog is sitting and passing cleanly on the first trial without any warm-up. Now you're ready for real life and can start rewarding intermittently.
Oh, good. Hi, Heidi. Sit. Good. Oh, good sit. What a very nice sit. Good girl. Hi, Heidi. And sit. Sit. Good. What a good sit. Good sit. Hi, Heidi. Hello, Heidi. Sit. Good sit. What a very nice sit. Hello, Heidi. Hi. That's good. Oh, good. Very good sit. Very good sit. Hi, Heidi. Hi. Hi. Good sit. Good sit. Come on. Come on. Sit. Good. Come on. Sit. Good. Come on. Come on. Good. Sit. Good sit. Good sit. What a... Okay. Good. And ask for it. Good. Try not to back up. Ask for it. Good. Get a refusal. Ask for it. Good. Ask for it. Come on up. Sit. Come on up. Sit. Good. Down. Wait.
When dogs jump up, they're trying to be nice. It's a greeting. When they were puppies, they would jump up and lick at the corners of their mother's mouths, and she would sometimes regurgitate food for them. As adults, dogs jump up simply when they want to say hi. If we would like them to not jump up, the important thing is to teach them to do something else instead and reward them for doing this, and then that behavior will get stronger. The important thing about house training is getting a history of rewarded trials in the right location. This means when you take the puppy out, you have to go with the puppy so that you can cheer and reward at the right instant. And when you're inside, the puppy needs to be either actively supervised or crated so that you don't get any mistakes.
Untrained dogs must go from crate directly outside. Carry them to the grass if necessary. Puppies under 10 weeks may need to go out every hour, and possibly once during the night. As they get older, you can gradually stretch this time. Adults who missed the boat as puppies can also be house-trained. However, you may need to desensitize them to being in a crate beforehand. When you take the dog out, go to the same spot every time and wait. If the puppy eliminates, praise, give a food reward, and then commence any fun activity you were planning, such as off-leash play in the yard or a walk. Most people make the mistake of walking the puppy to stimulate elimination and then going home when the dog eliminates. This is short-sighted and could result in a dog who delays elimination to extend his walk. This is only natural. The dog has learned that elimination makes the walk end. Teach him instead that elimination starts activities the dog enjoys. This is called the no pee, no walk rule, and will result over time in a dog who eliminates quickly and in the place you want it. If when you take him out the puppy doesn't eliminate, wait 5 minutes and then take him back in. Be advised, you just came back inside with a full dog. You're asking for an accident if you let him cruise around when you go back in. Recrate him and try again in 30 minutes. This isn't a punishment, it's simply to prevent an accident. It allows you to go about your business without having to be vigilant and avoids you having to be the bad guy when the puppy makes a mistake. In dog training, you want to avoid being the bad guy as much as possible. If you crate, he'll hold on so that later he'll go in the right place and you can be the good guy. The more successes you can arrange in this manner, the faster training will progress. When the puppy is free, it should be in a limited area with a hard surface, like the kitchen. The puppy should be supervised every second. Keep your eyes glued to the puppy. They are little urination machines who could go off at any time. If you have to leave to do something, even just to answer the phone, crate the puppy. Mistakes which go uncaught indoors really set you back in house training. If the puppy starts to go, interrupt as quickly as possible and hustle him outside. Hopefully he will finish here and you can praise and reward this.
Out. Good out. Sit. Down. Sit. Okay, get it. Oh, she's a good baby. Oh, she's very good. Oh, she's good. Good, good. Out. Out. Good. Sit. Down. Okay, get it. Ow! Baby. Oh, he's a baby dog. He's a baby dog. He's a baby dog. Oh, she's good. Ow! Katana is tough. Katana is tough. She's tough. Out. Out, please. Sit. Sit, please. Good. Wait. Okay, get it. Good, baby. Yeah. Very good. That's excellent. All right, a tough little dog. She's tough. She's tough. Out. Good out. Sit. Good. That was a very good one, Katana. That was very, very good. Take it. Sit. Okay, get it. Oh, she's good. 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 Stay.
I'm about to hide Tyler's Kong toy for a game of search. Rather than simply giving your dog a stuffed toy, you can make him use his prodigious natural scenting ability to find one. Leave the dog in a stay out of the area you are using to hide the toy in. Or you can lock the dog in a room so he can't peek. Hide the toy and then release the dog to search.
Okay, get it.
The first few times, make it an easy place and coach him so he's successful. As he gets better at the game, don't bail him out too much. He'll learn to use his nose faster. The skill the dog is using is called air scenting, the same one used by search and rescue dogs. When he gets good at it, you can go for more and more difficult hiding places. You can do this with stuffed chewies or with other toys, playing fetch or tug to celebrate when he makes a find. You can leave several stuffed toys stashed around the house to help keep him busy when he's alone.
Hi, Maggie! It's me! Oh my God, you're such a pretty little girl! Look at you! Oh, it's Maggie! Maggie Bob, hi, sit. Good, sit, stay. Good girl. Take it. Yippee! Ah!
Here's Off in action on the street with Starbug. Another line of defense is redirection, just like for chew training.
Get your Kong, please. Good.
Elimination has great social significance for dogs. Most males starting at puberty will adopt a leg-lifting posture when they urinate and tend to deposit a small amount of urine on many vertical surfaces while on a walk, never fully emptying their bladders. These urine marks are doggy calling cards for other dogs. Dogs love reading the doggy newspaper when out on a walk, checking the urine marks of other dogs. It's not true that only males mark. Many bitches do too, especially when in season. Some bitches even leg lift. A key line of defense in chewing and a lot of other behavior problems is recognizing that many dogs are chronically understimulated. Their lives are too boring and unchallenging, with no problems to solve. Dogs are predators, genetically programmed to hunt for their food. Hunting is hard work, involving locating prey, stalking, chasing, making a kill, and dissecting a carcass. Predators must do this virtually every day. One way to improve your dog's quality of life is to enrich his environment by making him work for part or all of his food. The best activities are ones in the predatory repertoire: hide and seek, retrieving games like ball or frisbee, tug, and chewing. Not all dogs are natural retrievers. Many will chase but not bring back, or not chase at all. Luckily, this behavior is easily trained with food rewards. Click the icon for retrieve shaping if your dog is not a natural retriever. Tug of war is a controversial issue for some. It used to be thought that this game increased aggression or dominance behavior. Now we know better. The only study ever done found zero correlation between playing tug and aggression directed at either family members or strangers. Tug isn't a rank thing, it's a prey-killing behavior. It's not you versus the dog, it's you and the dog versus the tug toy. You and your dog are cooperating to make a kill. Of course, it's important for any activity involving the dog's jaws to have rules.
Good, Maggie. Out.
Cut it, get your comb. Cut. Where's your comb? Get your comb.
Good boy. Good boy. That's very good.
Get your comb. Tyler, get your comb. Where's your comb?
Get good boy.
Thank you. Good boy.
The key to this is catching the initiation of the act. If you're trying to correct these dogs who have already grabbed and are chewing, you are late. Here's Starbug doing what dogs do best: eating. I'm constantly amazed at how indignant people get about dogs wanting to eat what they encounter. What species would be viable that passed up food it came across? Let's recognize that we're swimming upstream here. Food stealing happens on the street, off counters, tabletops, coffee tables, and garbage cans. People drone on about the dog knowing it's wrong, yet doing it anyway. But to a dog, what could possibly be wrong with eating? Dogs have no concept of right versus wrong. They have a concept of safe versus dangerous. If the dog has been successful one or more times stealing food, subsequent punishments, even if they're well timed, don't teach him that it's wrong to eat garbage or sandwiches, but do teach him when it is safe to do so, when you're not around. It's like speed traps. Tickets make us humans better at avoiding radar traps. They usually don't impact our long-term behavior.
Ow! Outside.
Good. Take it. I'm going to teach Dillinger the meaning of two words. One is take it, which means that he's allowed to eat. The other one is off, off. This means he shouldn't touch it. Off. Good. Take it. He learns that he can win the game by refusing to touch when I say off. Eventually, I'll have a command which on the street, if he sees something and I say off, he won't touch. He won't always get a reward, but by then he'll be advanced enough and it won't matter. Off. Good. Take it. Off. If he tries for it, I just interrupt him. Good. Take it.
The first step is to make a good first impression. Place the crate in a high-traffic room like the kitchen and make it comfy. Leave the crate door open and throughout the day drop treats in. Sooner or later the dog will find these goodies and associate them with the crate. You can also feed the dog his meals in the crate and tie stuffed chew toys to the back interior. Because they're adhered to the back, he'll have to hang out in the crate to unpack them. More positive association. In these initial exercises, you've not yet asked the dog to go in the crate, and you've not yet closed the door. This is a process, remember. The key to desensitization is a gradual increase in the level of difficulty. You only progress to the next step when the dog is a real ace at the current level.
Archie, crate. Good, baby. Okay. Archie, crate. Good, Archie. Archie, crate. Good. Archie, crate. Archie, crate. Atta good boy. Archie, crate. Archie, crate. And sit. Archie. Good, and sit. Too bad. Archie, crate. Archie, sit. Archie, sit. Can you sit? Archie, sit. Good sit. Very good. Oh, good. Oh, very good. Too bad. Archie, crate. Good, and sit. Oh, brilliant. What a nice little dog. Good. Sit and down. Good boy. Good. That's good.
When the dog is comfortable with the door closed, leave him in for several minutes while you move around the room, dropping a treat in every so often. Be very matter-of-fact and ignore any restlessness or noise. Treat it as no big deal. Practice this exercise a few times a day until the dog is really relaxed. The first time you leave the dog in for an hour or two, either rent a movie and keep the crate right next to you, or else do as I'm doing here, reading or working right next to the crated dog. The ideal period to try this for the first time is after the dog has had heavy exercise or at a usual nap time. You may want to give him a really special chew toy for the occasion. Get up and go for a drink occasionally, but come right back. Ignore any mild restlessness you see. If you get real agitation, you need to back up and go through the program more gradually. The dog needs to learn that a departure predicts an arrival.
Bye, Archie.
When you have rehearsed lots of short absences, go for an hour or two. At this point, you're usually home free. You can now leave your dog alone without fear of house training or chewing mistakes and can take him with you traveling, as he will never be a nuisance. Opinions vary as to how long you can crate a dog. Overnight is fine, but during the day, the maximum should be a few hours at a time. The idea is that you will phase out the crate when the dog's house training and chew training are reliable.
Hi, Archie. How are you doing? Good boy. Okay, free.
Good, and down. Good girl. Okay, come here. Very nice. Jessie. Jessie, carpet. Down. Good, carpet. Jessie, carpet. Good girl.